We're going to deal with some bad aces here. You've seen that I've gone ahead and just flat called. For those of you out there that are still having trouble losing money on aces, like, this is you make your big edges post-flop, and a 51-49% edge with 5 cards to come, it's not an edge, or it's a better way to say that it's less of an edge than your post-flop skills are. If you're here watching this video, you're going to have some post-flop skills. You're better to utilize your post-flop skills, maybe by playing one of the dry cards with a deeper stack to pot ratio, maybe by playing a wider range post-flop, which your flat call pre-flop facilitates you playing a wider range. So yeah, this hand, it's not going to generate many premium spots post-flop. This is whoever one of them. They're going to c-bet every ace-high board with their entire range. Oh, as I say that, he doesn't do that, but it is a relatively safe assumption for you that they are going to do that. I think when he doesn't c-bet, he's got like a hand like Queen 10 some of the time, maybe like a, I don't know, like an 8-9 of spades or something. They're going to kind of want to pot control, and they're going to have something, I think, with a fair few of their checks. On a non-spade card, which we've picked up the non-spade card, I think we've got two options. The one that I prefer is to check raise, because I don't think he's got King-Jack very often. And on that note, it would still be a check raise fold, but I think when you bet into him here, he's going to bluff you sometimes, and like you're just going to be like closing your eyes and praying if you're check calling on like a, you know, really any card up from a 6 is potentially dangerous, and because it's gone check on the flop, he is going to see some value in betting some of his rivered straights. So I think check raising here is better than check calling, and that's nice. I do go ahead and do that. But yeah, just to reiterate, they can still check back King-Jack on the flop. It's not super common, so it would still be a check raise fold here. If he'd made it like 450, yeah, you're just playing with fire if you start like flat calling and planning to bluff one of the flushes when the board doesn't pair up. So yeah, as I say, check raise fold would have been better here. When he bet calls, hands like 10 queen with a combo draw are the ones that sit at the front of my mind. Maybe like queens with absolutely nothing else to go with them, and he was like basically just trying to keep me in on a weak ace on the flop that he thought I might fold. But we do kind of have to assume that he has one of the substantive draws, and that he can kind of handle being against King-Jack. I really hope that I check, and I do. Yeah, I think my hand looks like King-Jack, and I think he's going to represent plenty of full houses, and I think he's going to legitimately value bet some spades. So I do really like the way that I played that. Ooh, and he had a 7. He just playing with us on that turn call. I guess he was going to represent the clubs. Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, I'd be interested to see if he would have called a 7, or maybe maybe the optimal line there was like betting 120, and then he's like, whoa, I got a blocker. Yeah, good that I reviewed that hand. That was the optimal line versus him.